Hi, I'm MC from the upcoming. I just wanted to ask you guys how it's coming back to BIFA and announcing your nominees and who you're particularly excited about.
Oh, it's great. I mean, this is like last year I was lucky enough to introduce the winner of the Breakthrough Director, and that was amazing. The year before I won, and this year I get to announce. It's just great, and I'm excited for a lot of people. I mean, I need to see the films first, and I haven't been able to do that just yet. But you know, it's always great to know. It's like a list of like things to look at that are going to be good.
Yeah, there looks like there's an abundant of kind of different variety of films and some fantastic documentaries as well. So yeah, I'm very excited to delve in and see some of them.
What makes BIFA so special?
I think for me, for BIFA, it's a grassroots. It's kind of like it's making films in a sort of family environment, and it's in a way it's taking things back to basics. It's like sometimes you can get carried away with all the other stuff, kind of the rigmarole around it, and the PR and the promotion and this and that, and it's like with this it just takes you back to kind of regular filmmaking, and everybody's in the same boat. Everybody, cast, crew, in front of and behind the camera are working as a team to create the same thing. I think there's less kind of like sort of levels and yeah, it just feels like a bit more normal, and yeah.
If there's anything that we're good at as British people is like bringing things right back down to earth.
Yeah.
So I think that's the thing is it feels grounded. Like even looking at like the trailer of all the nominees, I was like, God, it looks like some really good stuff, and like it makes you want to go back to do that sort of stuff.
So talking of going back and doing some new stuff, can you talk about your upcoming projects, what you have coming up?
Oh my God. I don't know yet.
I'm doing Star Wars.
Oh, Star.
That's cool. Oh yeah, okay. So Star Wars. Okay, there is that film, and then there's End of the Effing World is coming out. But in terms of projects up and coming, I'm still on the hunt. I think this is like a really great time. You know, it's something that the wins have done for both of us. I would assume I don't want to talk for you, but like that actually the opportunities are abundant because of it, and I think the nominees and the winners will have that to look forward to.
And how would you compare working on a sort of smaller or a slightly different independent film set compared to something like Star Wars or even Peaky Blinders, where it's like a huge production?
If it's done right, I don't think there's a difference. Like genuinely, I think I've been on very small sets with a really restricted budget, and it feels like you're really making something important, and there's care and there's a family feel and a team feel on set. And the same can be said for the Star Wars of the world, where you want to build that really nice, tight-knit group of people who trust each other, and there's no hierarchy or anything like that. So ideally, that's the case, and luckily for me, that has been the case so far.
Economy flights, yeah.
Why do you think it's such an exciting time to be working in British independent cinema right now?
I think we're trying to move the conversation forward. I think I think there is people. We are trying to be more diverse as a community. I'd say that, right? And that conversation is trying to be moved forward. And I think I think it's reflected a little bit in here today. I think we're always making. I think in Britain we make kind of interesting character-led drama, and sort of it's an opportunity for actors to really perform. So it's some of my favourite stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I think also like the thing that kind of can get in the way almost sometimes is like the expectations of the masses, whereas these projects are just about the stories and the characters, and it means that you come up with like really interesting stuff, like nuances that you don't necessarily get to see on those huger scale stuff. So it's always something to be celebrated, as well as celebrating the bigger stuff that goes around.
Okay, great. And can you tell us one moment from the award ceremonies that you were at, and something that you could tell the nominees to prepare for the BIFA Awards this year?
I would say try to not drink until your category has been called.
Yeah, and that's for two reasons. One, you get drunk, and two, you'll need the toilet exactly when you need
Oh
to
my
go
gosh,
out.
that happens. Yeah, that happens.
And that always
yeah,
happens.
that always happens. So like, just like reel it on back, and then afterwards, just like let it rip.
Yeah.
I have like the reason why I got into wanting to be a film actor in particular was because of British film. So it's about community, I think, and it's quite a small industry, but like how far-reaching it is goes to show like how much creativity we have on this tiny little island. So it's being a part of that and being a part of that community means a lot to me.
Yeah, for me, these films are where we cut our teeth. You know, as British actors, these are the films, getting these opportunities to play these characters are where we learn our craft and where we get better and where we can really showcase ourselves for a wider audience. And it's incredible that these films aren't going to get made in bigger budgets on bigger scales. They're character-driven pieces and they're actor-driven pieces, a lot of them. But also, it's a chance for directors and cinematographers and people behind the camera to really showcase their skills on a more conservative budget. So, yeah, I love it. I think it's fantastic. For me, it's what it's all about. Yeah, it was lovely. I think for me it just reminded me of the whole experience that I had. You know, I was playing a real guy, Billy Moore, in and out of prison in Thailand. Incredible life story. Became a very good friend of mine. And Jean-Stéphane Sever, the director, is a fascinating filmmaker, French guy, just goes and lives in these worlds, and he's the toughest guy I know in that regard. He just embraces these worlds, and you can see it in the film. So for me, it was just an acknowledgement to them and to the amazing Thai cast and crew that we had, and that's what I took from it. I was like, okay, we together we won something, because it's a team effort at the end of the day.
Yeah, like I remember being like most promising, and I was like, are you sure? Like, is this like a guarantee? Like, you're really promising things. But you know, of course, it's a great launch pad. I think you know a lot of people's eyes are on Britain for creativity. So when you are named as like someone to watch, people start to take you seriously. But I think like going back to what you're saying, I think it's about getting an opportunity to do the work that you get to really go back to basics, because no matter how big the job is, like the reason why we're here and the reason why anyone is in this industry, no matter what medium you're doing it through, is to express yourself through an artistic form, and it's really about getting those moments, and sometimes that is by doing the really small independent dramas that aren't about, you know, even a wide release, but about like real hard work in the best way. You're never turn down Star Wars.
Was that like acting class day one?
Yeah, dramas.
Star Wars 10 up, you say yes.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I'll turn it down. John Boyega's role, it offered me. And I said,
Oh man.
I do all of those things, yeah. I do miss the guys. It was such an amazing part of my life and such a big part of my life for a few years. I actually enjoy watching it a lot more now because I'm out of it. I don't know the storylines, and I don't have to watch myself, and I can just watch my friends and see the great work they're doing. But yeah, it's going from strength to strength, that show. So it's nice. It's nice to see. Yeah.
Proud to be British.
Oh yeah. I mean,
bread is pants.
Oh, do you know what I mean, mate? Like, no, for the creative stuff, definitely. There are other things that are far more complicated, but aren't for this talk right now.
Come on, let's get into it. How long you got?
Let's do it.
Yeah, I think just enjoy it. As we were saying a second ago, like it's the BIFAs is a really fun award show, and it's quite laid back. It's not streamed live on BBC One. You know, it's an opportunity to kind of let your hair down and have fun and meet some cool people. I think it's a great event. I think they'll all have a lot of fun.
Yeah, they definitely will. It's just a celebration and the party at the end. He's working.
It was. I've got a few messages and then looked on. I think it was on Twitter and saw it. It was a real surprise. It was very lovely. I mean, it was just like it feels really nice because for me, like. it's a small independent film, Dreadful Dawn.
Dina and Amy.
Very low budget. The director worked on that film for years. It was all non-professional actors shooting in a real prison in Thailand. It was like people, it was a real graft. And to see all those people kind of get recognition, so I don't really take it personally myself. I think it's like group things. It's a really nice thing. So for that reason, I was very happy.
I think like when you're making a film, if your heart is in the right place, you're never really making it to be. It's pretty great. It's really good. So it's always just like a nice like addition to like having something that has been made with care and then people really appreciate it, and then to like to be acknowledged for your own participation in it is always just a really lovely thing to celebrate.
I was a bit nervous if I have to get up on stage. I don't really know what to say, and I thought it'd probably better just to remember some people's names, so just in case. So I did actually remember some names. I started to write just people who've been with me for many years. You remember in case you didn't. But no, it was just exciting, and I was on a table with my agents and my brother, and it's just good crack, you know. So it's a nice event. I feel like BIFA's is it's a chilled event, isn't it? It's like really, it's just great filmmakers. People are up for a laugh. It's not you know, it's not on TV, so people aren't stuffy. It's a bit more of it's a bit of a fun one.
Yeah, it's an ease up. And then after all the serious part, I don't like. I was just like, if I get it, I get it. At that point, you know, like Deal or No Deal, where you're like, well, I came in with nothing, and if I leave with nothing, then I didn't have anything anyway. It's kind of like that, where I'm just like, oh, if it wasn't mine, it was mine.
I just went to the gym.
To be honest, after I won Most Promising Newcomer, like within like 2 weeks, I had 2 job offers, and then you know, I think also it's about confidence. What instills in you is that that you have a community of people who really back you and believe in what you're doing, and it's like a good sign that you should continue. So I think they have everything to gain, even if they don't win the actual prize. It's being a part of it is a big thing.
Yeah, I just think following on.
I'm excited about the time I
These
do.
films sometimes can be forgotten. You know, there's so much content being made, television, you know, bigger budget Hollywood stuff, and the BIFAs, like if you get a nomination, you're kind of you're marked, and people check out your film who may not have seen it otherwise. So it just sort of it goes to a wider audience and gives you some sort of
I'll be honest, a lot of them haven't come out yet. I'm really looking forward to seeing a lot of them, Wild Rose and Farmer, like there's just loads in there. So now I can watch them.
yeah. Again, the same. Very excited to see them. I think just enjoy yourself, have fun. You know, remember the people who helped you get there, and enjoy the night because it is a great occasion.
Take it in your stride. It's a good sign that you've been included. Never take these things too seriously, but enjoy them.